Alright, buckle up, because Google just casually admitted that the games you love, the ones you thought were handcrafted by actual humans, are apparently quietly pumped full of AI slop behind the scenes. And the way that they said it, it's like it's totally normal. And spoiler, it's absolutely not. Let's talk about it. Shoutouts to Futurism for the article. Google executive says your favorite video games are secretly made with AI. Roughly 9 out of 10 game developers told us, yeah, we're using it. That new unapologetically derivative open world game or umpteenth shooter sequel you're currently addicted to, it was almost certainly made with a little bit of help of AI, according to Google Cloud's global director of games, Jack Buser. If you ask me though, I think this guy's full of it. I think that this guy is just lying his tail off and just shilling for pro AI. That's what I think. And you're going to see what I'm talking about in a second. But yeah, maybe drop a like and subscribe if you're anything like me and you're tired of Silicon Valley treating human creativity like it's some kind of optional DLC. In an interview with MobileGamer.biz, Buser claimed that pretty much every major video game studio is using that tech behind the scenes, whether they're willing to admit it or not. And yeah, given the current climate of the geek culture scene, they should not be telling anyone, and they also shouldn't be using it at all. I think what players don't realize is that their favorite games right now were already built with AI, Buser told the outlet. Those games have shipped. We did a survey around Gamescom last summer with studios all over the world. Roughly 9 out of 10 game developers told us, yeah, we're using it. And yeah, you're gonna have to forgive me, but I don't buy it. I don't buy it in the slightest, because you have to consider what specific game developers they were talking to, what game developers are commonly at Gamescom, indie, AAA, etc. Like, it's too broad in order to know that's for sure. Buser acknowledged that some surveys showed this share to be much lower, at around 40 to 50%, basically the developer's willingness to tell you whether the fact of the matter is it's being used. It's unclear which specific surveys are being referenced, but a recent one conducted by GDC showed roughly half of the game developers think AI is bad for the industry, while just over a third said they used AI for work. Those figures capture how polarizing AI remains in games, as it does in the arts and entertainment broadly. Gamers erupted in fury last month when Nvidia revealed the new graphics feature that used AI to essentially yassify games, with the backlash so overwhelming that it appeared to rattle CEO Jensen Huang. That was the Nvidia DLSS 5 drama that I made 50 million videos about. Storefronts like Steam have drawn a line in the sand by mandating that developers disclose if their games use AI-generated content, a measure that many gamers approve of. The problem is that some CEOs just straight up don't. To support his claims, Buser pushes a common pro-AI argument, that it speeds along development and frees up time for developers to focus on more important stuff. And yeah, no, I think that's bullshit. You need, like, the video game development process needs to take time. It needs to be a time-consuming process. If it doesn't, then there is going to be more bugs, more unfinished quality within the goddamn product. Look at all these terrible Bethesda games, man. The production of a video game always needs to take time. Saying, oh hey, AI speeds up game development is massive cope, alright? One of the big problems that they have is they're building these massive worlds and they've got to fill it with content, Buser explained. Just coming up with all the ideas for every pebble on the side of the road, every blade of grass, and having all those art reviews, the manual labor just starts piling up in pre-production. But yeah, all of that nonsense is very necessary for the creative process. You have to personally and manually add those things in. Otherwise, you're going to get the Crimson Desert situation where paintings in-game were featuring these very ugly, very jarring AI images that completely broke all of the immersion for the open world experience. These things are necessary. But with AI, gamers will start to realize this is actually helping me get my favorite games faster, he told MobileGamer.biz. Okay, screw this. This guy is an AI shill. Don't buy into anything this clown says. You know this guy is just an AI shill based off now how he's describing it, right? And I'm also getting more innovation in the industry because there's more room to take risks. And now it's not 7 years waiting for one game, but a studio that can make 5. God damn. Can you imagine a game studio working on 5 different products at once? They would all be terrible. It would be like if I tried baking 5 different cakes at once. No, like, you should not be doing that ever. Baking a cake takes a very significant amount of time and focus onto one different thing. So even if you add a couple of minor assistant helpers there, i.e. AI, then the products are still going to turn out to be dog water. Just a terrible argument from what I'm assuming is a very delusional person. But yeah, those are my thoughts. What are y'all's? Whatever it is, be sure to let me know in the comment section. This is Jack Talks Back signing out. You guys have a good one.